Today we're chatting about the Apple ecosystem and what ties all that Apple has together. That sounded way too serious. From iPhones to iPads to Macs to Apple Vision Pro, your Apple Watch, there's so many different ways that Apple brings all of these devices together, and today we're going to go over some of the best features that really are underrated and also some of the most important ones that really keep those customers for Apple. Features like Handoff, AirDrop, and continuity camera and things of that nature really help unify the Apple ecosystem experience and connect those devices together to really bring what Apple wants and needs from its customers, allowing users to start things on one device and pick up on another effortlessly. It really brings everything from the Apple experience to a unified version that makes Apple so special. It's this level of integration and convenience that really pulls users to Apple's ecosystem and keeps them on their platform. So there's about 16 features, which is ironically my favorite number, that I want to go over today that really helps tie the Apple ecosystem together and allows users to bring all of these devices together and really helps bring the Apple experience to life. So to start off, we're going to start with Handoff. So Handoff is something that a lot of people typically use. I'm not quite sure, but I use it frequently. It's the fact that you can take and open an app on your iPhone, and then when you're multitasking on your iPad or you're in the dock on your Mac, you can click on this application in those different devices and it'll automatically bring up where you were on the previous device. For example, if I'm using a note on the iPad and I'm scribbling, jotting down a note, I can simply finish typing or do whatever I'm doing on the iPad and then seamlessly go to the Mac, and in the dock you will see a little note icon with an iPad notifying me, hey, like this is what you were doing previously on this previous device, and if you click it here then you can automatically continue using this application on this device. It works effortlessly, and it even works on things like the Apple Watch, which I use all the time when I'm typing a message and then want to finish it on my iPhone, or from iPhone to iPad. It works seamlessly. Another feature of this is our second thing I want to bring into that really ties into this is Handoff from FaceTime. So if I start a FaceTime call on my iPhone and I want to take it into my Apple TV or even my iPad or Mac, I can quickly and effortlessly switch between them, no problem, with the green button icon, or it'll show me on my screen. One of my favorite features is the universal control. When I'm using my Mac and my iPad is near, I can simply take and copy and paste something effortlessly. So if I copy it on my iPad, I can quickly paste it by just simply Command V or right click paste, and it's so easy to do. And one of my favorite things is you can take and drag your mouse if your iPad is close and effortlessly just go into your iPad and use a mouse from your Mac on the iPad, and you can even drag and drop things. So if something's on my iPad that I need to grab and bring to my Mac, I can quickly go through the screen. It literally has a cool animation. You can go through and grab something and then bring it back, and it works so well. I love using this for when I need things like screenshots or pictures that I'm trying to send from my Mac and I need on my iPad, and vice versa. I can even do the same thing from my iPad. So if I need something from my Mac, I can go through on my iPad, use the mouse and keyboard, and then pull it back in. And you can also use your keyboard on the Mac or the iPad, and it works effortlessly and it works so well. I use it all the time. So I think that was two. So Universal Clipboard and Universal Control. Another one is AirDrop. So when you have someone taking pictures of you or things like that that you want to share quickly, using things like AirDrop is so easy to do. And now that they've updated it where you can even use your Apple Watch to share and use AirDrop for, it's so easy to hold your phone now to another device and it will quickly and effortlessly AirDrop the pictures or whatever you're sharing from an iPhone to another iPhone. And this is quickly and so much more easier to do than sending like 50 pictures on iMessage, and it's so nice that they actually have this, and I use use it all the time whenever I'm sharing from my Mac to my iPad to my iPhone. It just works so well, and I love using AirDrop. I do find, however, if you do the iPhone method, it does sometimes work and sometimes it doesn't. I don't know. It's gotten more buggy, but I enjoy using it. Another feature that Apple brought to the Mac is continuity camera, and this is also seen in the Apple TV. So for example, if you don't want to use the built-in webcam on your Mac, you can set up where you can actually use your iPhone camera. You even have a clip that you can purchase from Belkin that sits on top of your Mac, and you can actually use your iPhone as the main camera. And this works as well for the Apple TV when you want to use things like FaceTime and you would like a camera for your FaceTime on your Apple TV, and it kind of works great for things like conference calls and things like that. So it works really well when you need more clear imagery of yourself, I guess, and better resolution, because the built-in webcam, it is 1080p, but it's not the best quality. So using your iPhone will help you get more quality and get better resolution for your camera image from the continuity camera. Another continuity feature is continuity markup in Sketch. So if you're doing things in PowerPoint, or you have an image that you see on your Mac and you want to jot down a sketch or scribble over it, you can right click and then click add sketch on your iPhone or iPad, and it lets you choose between them. You can also scan pictures in this way, and you can quickly go in on the iPad. It'll automatically bring it up once you click it, and you can start scribbling and annotating on the iPad from the image on your Mac. It's really cool, and I use it all the time for editing things and really emphasizing or highlighting something on my PDF and things like that. Another quick and easy feature that brings all of the devices together is hotspot. So if your iPhone has an active hotspot enabled, or it's enabled through your cellular plan, you can easily turn this on from your Mac or your iPad without accessing your iPhone, and easily turning it on and being connected to it. And I use this all the time, and it's something that's so underrated, because if you had a Samsung, I don't think you would be able to do that from another device. If they do have that feature, I've never heard of it, but I really love using this when I'm on the go and in the car, and I need to connect my iPad to the internet, but I don't have internet access on the go. Enabling the hotspot from my iPad or Mac is so effortless with this feature. Another simple thing that really ties these devices together is phone calls and SMS text messages from Mac and iPad through your iPhone. So with this enabled, you can be able to receive and send messages and calls from your Mac and iPad through your iPhone, and you can quickly and easily respond and answer the call, I guess. Works really well for when you don't have access to your phone and you really need to chat with someone while you're using your iPad or Mac. I use this all the time, and it's so convenient to use, especially when your phone's charging or something and you're actively working. It's so easy to just quickly answer that call and respond. So I could not do this video without, of course, bringing up iCloud. iCloud sync through all of the devices is really what makes it so special. It makes the magic and the behind the scenes work. So I just really enjoy having all my photos and things like that stored in iCloud, and then being able to access something, even the web data on different applications like Safari, or just having my passwords be autofilled. And one of my favorite things is when you have to do two-factor authentication and they send a message, it'll autofill it for you from your messages or email. And that is such a goated, like, underrated feature. Like, whoever did that in Apple, like, they need a raise. They need the best promotion ever, because that is life-changing. Trying to go through your junk folder and trying to find these crazy codes that are sometimes 26, 30 characters long. I mean, it's such a time saver, and I absolutely love that feature. Another way these devices all connect together is your AirPods. So when you have your AirPods connected, whether it's the AirPods Pro, AirPods, or AirPods Max, all of these AirPod devices will be able to effortlessly switch between your Mac, your iPhone, your iPad, even your Apple Watch. It just works. It's like magic. And I think that's the experience that Apple wants from people to use. It's magic. Whenever I'm watching a video on my MacBook and then I open something on my iPhone, I'm scrolling through TikTok or anything, it automatically switches. And of course, you can turn this feature off if you would like, but it works really well, especially when you have instances where you're watching a video or something and you get a phone call and you need to quickly answer it on your iPhone and you're connected to another device. It works so well in those situations, and I'm really happy that they brought this over and allow you to automatically switch. So I'm really grateful for this feature. One of the best things about owning a HomePod or a HomePod Mini is the fact that you can hold your iPhone close to the HomePod if it's playing music, or even if your iPhone is playing music, and you can effortlessly hand off wherever you're playing. So for example, if I come home and I have something playing on my iPhone and love to start playing it around my home, I can effortlessly just hold my iPhone close, and then automatically you'll get a vibration as it just switches over to the HomePod and starts playing. It works so well, and I love using it when I'm coming home and just want to start playing music. I touched on this earlier, where you could use your keyboard and your mouse from Mac to iPad and iPad to Mac. But another feature that is so well, I don't know if I could survive if I didn't have this feature, is Sidecar. Using Sidecar is so nice for work on the go. So I can have my iPad Pro and my MacBook and use my iPad as a second display for my MacBook, or even mirror the same display as my Mac. And this works so well for when you need a second screen, but you're trying to stay portable and you just have your Mac and iPad and you don't have your monitor with you. I mean, who would want to bring a huge monitor into a coffee shop and work? It just works so well, and I love using it. And the best part is that it's wireless. You don't need to plug in anything to your Mac to the iPad, and it just works. And the best thing about it is you can use your Apple Pencil to actually touch the display and use it as a mouse as well. And there's really cool features for annotating and things like that that really bring out Sidecar and all of its features. And even things like the touch bar on it, I mean, it just works wonders, and I love using Sidecar. It makes my productivity 10 times more efficient and my workflow so much more better. So much more better. So much better. Another simple thing that you can do is use your Apple Watch to unlock your iPhone. But also, did you know you can use it to unlock your Mac? Yeah, that's right. You can use your Apple Watch to unlock your Mac, and it works so well whenever you don't feel like, or I guess want to use Touch ID, but you're close by your Mac. It'll automatically prompt you to unlock the Mac, and then it's unlocked, and you can go ahead and log in and do whatever you need to do. But isn't it just so cool that you can use something that's on your wrist to unlock all the things that you own? Love it. So we're nearing the end of our list. We're at number 15 with control your Apple TV from HomePod and using your voice. If you've gotten this far, you have to subscribe. You have to turn those bell notifications on, and you have to like and comment and tell me what your favorite feature is on this list. So of course, controlling your Apple TV is so effortless with using your phone or iPad. Did you know you could use your voice? If you have a HomePod or your iPhone or your iPad, you can use Siri to control everything on the Apple TV. Maybe not everything, but it works. So if I want to play something, I can say, hey, and then tell her what I want to play and which application, and it'll open it on the Apple TV. And if you have multiple Apple TVs, just specify which one you want to open, and it works wonders. I love using this for whenever I have a movie in mind and I definitely want to go ahead and start playing it, and I'm warming food or something for my big bag and just want to get ready to get cozy. So I tell Siri to open something on Disney or something on HBO, but it works for most applications, and I love using that feature. Or telling Siri to pause or play, or you can even say, what did they say? And you can literally have it rewind back automatically, and it turns the captions on for like 15 seconds, and it helps for whenever you need to understand what dialogue was just said. Love using that when I can't hear. That brings us to our last feature, and it's something that I've personally never gotten the opportunity to do because I don't own this, but it's using your Apple Vision Pro with the Mac. So if you simply have an Apple Vision Pro, you can look at your MacBook and it automatically turns into an external display that's only visible, of course, on the Vision Pro, and you can make it as big or small as you would like, or you can have multiple screens. This feature is so mind-blowing and it's crazy, the augmented reality that Apple has set in stone for this, and really great for productivity and having multiple displays, especially on the go. However, I don't know if how I would feel using an Apple Vision Pro in a coffee shop or something, or I don't know, people get judged for using it on the plane. Who am I to say? I don't own one. I would love to test it out, but maybe in the future. I don't know. That brings us to the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you learned something or found something cool that you can really bring out if you have multiple Apple products. And I just wanted to emphasize how all of these Apple products tie together and really bring the Apple magic to life in their Apple ecosystem, and this is what truly makes me a loyal customer to Apple. As you can see, there's a lot of different ways that Apple takes advantage of having a profitable ecosystem that pioneers future technology platforms to prioritize and highlight the importance of each and every platform through syncing features and doing things like Handoff and all of these continuity features, etc. There's so many different ways that Apple brings this magic to life. So thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for more. And like always, be you, stay true, love you, toodles.